Today we're going to put up the Hive tent. So this is a 3-pod tent for 6 people. Very good if you want your own space and you want separate bedrooms. And it's got a hexagonal living area as well, which is quite good. So when you open the bag, you've got the main tent body. And then you've got some inner tents which go into the bedroom compartments once you've got the tent up. So we'll start out by putting up the main tent section. In the middle of the canvas there should be a big bag of poles and also a bag of pegs. There we go, so there are your poles and there are your pegs. So just undo the knots on them. Get a handful of pegs out. Peg the main tent body. Put them in my pocket for now. And then the poles, we will pour them out onto the floor. But what you should have is some steel leg poles and some fiberglass roof poles. There we go. And then a couple of poles for the door canopy as well. So now we'll fold the tent out. Try and get it into a position where the front door is facing forwards. Okay, so I think the front is here. You can see the logo and the door is there. So we're going to drag the tent all the way around, face the front. And like I said, you should have 3 pods coming off the tent. There we go, that's the 3rd pod. So really you want the one at the back here to be facing backwards. So what I would usually do with tents is I would peg all the corners. So I would peg these pod sections. But I do find it easier with this tent if we just try and peg the living area and then we put the bedroom poles in last and then peg the pod. So I'm going to put pegs in where the main living area is. Be quite close to being able to put poles in a moment. And we're going to start out with the roof poles. So they're the fiberglass ones. Okay, so they're these ones here. Okay, and they're all the same, all the roof poles, so you don't have to worry about if you've got the right one. So on the top of the tent, you will find these sleeves that they slide into. They will go to a middle point where there's no sleeve, and then you want to just make sure you're going through the correct sleeve on the other side that is parallel with it. It's quite easy just to put it through the wrong one there. So just make sure it is parallel, like so. Okay, that's one done. And again, with most of our tents and awnings, you do get spare poles, so you will find that there is a spare one left over at the end, and it's just a precaution. So we always give away an extra free spare pole. Now on the tent, we have some plastic joins. These are tied to the tent with elastic, and there's 2 holes, one in each side. One of them is just a clear hole, and then the other one has lines inside, like gripping lines. So you want to put the fiberglass pole in the gripping line. Put one in there, and then at the other side, we want to put it in the gripping line on the attachment on the tent here. So you will have to put a bit of tension on it, like so. And now we're just going round doing all the roof. You should see in a minute when it pops up. And this is going to be the roof of the tent, and it gives it that dome effect. It's got the windows in. It's going to pop up now. It will be a bit difficult because of the air in the tent and the lack of it. So we'll just push it through, and there we go. That's your roof section built. And now all we've got to do is go around putting the legs in to give it the height. Now the leg poles are the steel ones. You have three little fiberglass poles there for the bedrooms. So we'll just chuck those next to the bedrooms for now. Use a spare. Get rid of the spare. So then it's just a matter of getting the legs on the leg poles. There's one side that's completely open, and then there's another side with a bung in it with a little hole. Now the little hole is for the ring and pin to go in, which is on the canvas at the bottom. So all you're going to do is walk round, put in the legs in, like so, and then put the ring and pin in. There we go, so that's one. We'll just clip the poles on. The wind's picking up a little bit, so we'll put a peg in. So now all the living areas are done. We're going to be just putting the poles in on the front, the canopy pole, which we can do now, and then we'll be doing the bedroom sections. So you should have a pole, and it's got a little narrow bit on the end, so that is the canopy pole. And it goes on in the sleeve at the front of the door. and just push it through. And you should have a little eyelet which is in the strap, which is tied to the pole clamp. So it'll go in that side like that, and then you have to give it a bit of tension, but it will pop in to the eyelet at this side, like so, giving you a cover over the door. Now we're going to do the bedroom sections on the Hive tent. So there's 3 of these, they're all the same. You've got 3 poles, so it doesn't matter which one you use to which one. So just connect the poles together, and I haven't pegged the back of it. Obviously I've pegged the living area, but I just find it easier just to peg the back of it once you've got the pole in. So we'll join the pole together. On the bedroom section at the top, there is a sleeve, like there is on the main awning, and they just go through, just the same, pushing it through, pushing it through. And then on the other side, you will have a ring and pin. Just stick that in there. And then give it a bit of tension, and eventually you'll get to a point where you can put the pin in the bottom of the pole. You can clip it on using the pole clips, and do that at the other side. And then you just got to peg the back 2 corners really to start with. You just want to get a bit of tension, pull it out from the tent. So we've got one here, the webbing strap, put a peg in, and then again, there we go. And then we've just got a couple of guidelines to put on these as well, just give it a bit more security, especially these on the corners. There we go, one on the side here, and then it's just the same all the way around doing the bedrooms. Once you've got the tent up and all the bedrooms up, you need to put the bedroom inner tents in. You'll only have to do this once, you can leave them in after that time. So we put one in here, and we're just going to put one in at this point. Now, the only real trick to this is always start at the back corner, so you can reach all the toggles and everything that attach. So find where the front is, that would be where the door is on it. It's like that. Make sure you lay it out with that first. So then, at the back corner, you should have a clip, and a clip at the other side there. So you've got to clip those in, and you should have the female clip at the bottom there, and then the female clip at the bottom here, clip into. And then what you don't want to do is don't clip it at the front, because you won't be able to reach the line in the roof of toggles. So you want to do the toggles next. So just pull these forward, and always make sure you start at the bottom one with the bottom one, or they won't line up when you get to the other side. We've got one there, one there, one there. And just follow it round, making sure you don't miss one, otherwise it won't be lined up. There we go. There you go. Okay, so when we've done all those, and that's all clipped in, we can now clip the front. Here and here. And then at the front, there's just a couple of hooks right in the roof on an elasticated cord here. And here. And that's your bedroom put in, and you can tighten these straps at the bottom just to pull the slack out as well. There we go. And that's your inner tent in.